building will be as well. What's been for what is that in the box? But it's about and living about that I do. Was involved in this pretty conference. Will talk German, and then I'm like, talk is now, but we only see the top members, hindi na narinig taak, hindi narinig ay sa mga Jones, about the technical working group headed by Engineer Vincent Ennis, Engineer Ramaya Rabang, about the sales of the virus, and Engineer Kenneth Nalapo, or the Box Secretariat, headed by Dr. Chloe, the University of Union, with Top Secretariat members, Stephen, Josefina Ren, Trenta Morales. Since the majority of the top members are present, there is as follows. Thank you very much. Today's procurement affairs. All ones we will start it. 35 years ago, one man emergency care in class approach with the club. Most vital health forms, the ones in the 192. That's public for the day 0198. That's 598 down at the boys in the to the APC through 184. It's going to be on the rest, being under that. For one round to be made with an EPC of 1 million. Well, it has verified which they have others with a significantly farmers on consuming. This is also in infrastructure meters as a verified salary system legal contract and project. However, the next mandatory in the hospital meters calculation, what you type in that is why I call on DPWH. The market is actually to be farmers and provide activities. My one instance that.
The needed by the leaders. This solution may be done manually or electronically or online. However, the leader should only do that one for consultation with the manual. We can have a definition that any sort of operating information can be from the or contained in BSI clause 31 DEO number 80 series of credit. The electronic solution and the second page for the procurement of civil works contracts. All electronic bids must be sent to the email address electronic bids _ Pangasinan at DPWH.gov.ph. Each leader shall submit one original copy of the first and second components of its video. These are the Chinese of technical and financial documents. For technical proposal and documents or legal documents, pursuant to Section 52 of the IRR Article 12 to remind the purpose of determining the eligibility of leaders, the prospective leader shall submit a valid and updated PIN certificate of registration and membership. in accordance with the Section 20 of the IRR of RA 2021. The project certificate shall cover and be supported by the applicable legal, technical, and financial feasibility documents required under Section 20.2.9.1 of the IRR. For the technical documents, the statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the procurement project. Statement of the bidders SLC is similar to the procurement project except from the conditions provided for in section 3.4.1.3 and 3.4.2.4 of the CRR. Bidders computation of MCC and if the bidders to joint venture, a duly authorized joint venture agreement in accordance with RE number 4566 for contractors license law, is higher or applicable. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit a valid and updated field-time certificate of registration and membership. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitutes compliance, and the partner responsible for compliance with financial capacity requirement or NFCC or committed line of credit shall be clearly identified in the joint venture agreement. The bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security in an amount of not less than the required presentation of the ABC in accordance with the following schedule. For the half of the shares managers shall issue by a bank, the amount of bid security is not less than the 2% of ABC. For bank draft or guarantee or revocable letter of credit issued by a bank, the amount of bid security is not less than 5% of ABC. For surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company, the amount of bid security is not less than 5% of ABC. For bid validity, bids and bid securities shall be valid for a reasonable period as determined by the whole concerned, which shall be indicated in the bidding documents, but in no case shall the period exceed 120 calendar days from the date of reopening bids. The project traffic requirements, which shall include the following, as stated in section 54.2 of RA 1209. Versus the organization contract for the procurement productivity, list of contractors, key personnel, example, project manager, project engineer, material engineer, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience date. For one project manager, 5 years. For one DPWH project engineer and one project engineer for buildings and bridges only, 5 years for roads and technical. One materials engineer, DPWH accredited materials engineer 1, and one foreman for 3 years. List of contractors major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification from availability of equipment, lesser vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. And original bill signed on the smart statement in accordance with section 54.2 of this federal law. For the financial documents, it will be discussed by attorney.
For financial documents, the computation for bidders' net financial contracting capacity or NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC limit calculated as follows. NFCC equals current assets minus current liabilities multiplied by 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the procurement project. The values of the domestic bidders' current assets and current liabilities shall be based on the latest audited financial statements submitted to the BIR. Class B documents, if applicable, should be signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement if the instance that the review is successful. Financial proposal. Original or unsigned and accomplished financial inform and other documentary requirements under RA number 12009. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimates formed including summary sheet indicating the cash flow by quarter. Criteria and procedures for detailed evaluation of bids, post qualification and award. Bid evaluation, section 61 of its IRR. The BAC shall evaluate the financial component of the bids to determine the lowest calculated bid using the following steps. The BAC shall immediately conduct a detailed evaluation of all bids using non-discretionary criteria in considering the following. Completeness of the bid. No price in the required item is equal to blank of line, indicating a zero or a dot paid to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable GOP shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections. Bid prices in figures versus words, the words prevails. Total price versus unit price per item, the unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimates versus unit cost in EOQ, the latter prevails. Amount in price schedule versus in the bid form, the latter prevails. If above ABC non-compliant. Criteria and procedure for the detailed evaluation with regard to post-qualification, section 63 of its IRR. Verification of legal requirements to verify, validate, and ascertain licenses, certificates, permits, and agreements submitted by the bidder, and the fact that it is not included in any blacklist as provided in section 54 of IRR. Technical requirements. Single largest completed contract and LCTP similar to the contract. Equals L. Minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the test equipment and the specific bidder's automatic location, whether owned, lease, or other purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and for feature of its bid, securing in current PO number 8 Series 2024. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts that prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of technical requirements. Um, Technical requirements, substandard quality works or satisfactory performance per contractor and conditions at the time of the inspection. Liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor, DEO 127 Series 2018, is strict application in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security. Financial requirements. Audited financial statements, especially current assets and liabilities. Up-to-date value of all outstanding and uncompleted works under ongoing and awarded contracts. Updated NFCC versus ABC. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of a bidder and working on another project at the same time of bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. He or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be most disqualified. The contract of award shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified of the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days of receipt thereof in accordance with section 60.5 and of its IRR. Common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and false disqualification of bid. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of the project, the procuring entity, and the name of the contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form date submission of DEO. Failure to submit supporting documents. Certification of availability of equipment. Negative slippage in the ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of 2 or more projects. Unsatisfactory sequence rating. Incomplete pages of bid documents, technical and financial. Common errors in the submission of bids. Authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor. Signatory should be the owner or proprietor only, corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate, and board resolution. Joint venture resolution or agreement. Partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. Thank you.
Good, sir. And the start of the part letter from the this is going to be being project. BBC on Americans in Germany, Latin America, changing your manner, process. So, for the project on the number of the well, need to learn to learn skill connection also tropical storms along BINALONAN-ASINGAN-STA. 0196 level A0196 plan 588 Pangasinan. So work regarding has a full slope production with a length of 51 meters linear steam channel. Slope production with slope basically and PCC shoulder of 2.7 meters. Approved by the Fund and minimum 454 dollars. With a water relation of 50 lines. Hindi na gasolina. Receiving of the on-fit rate of 9.86, 9:30 a.m. DPWH short range scope to one of for submission of leads to electronic leads underscore Pangasinan at DPWH for live streaming, the YouTube account https and www.youtube.com/DPWH BRGY. That's all. And sir, and for each other was the videos, it was repeated, and we have a talk with you, it was really confidence. One needs the press to put that down. So, in a slides, and you have all the stuff already 5 minutes, so we will be in front of it. And if there are no required, the season of the return is being done back. But the front of my that one's here. And all that on by the dream on. I have already cared, it's been gone, I should have my